YouTube fan community, Kyle M fans, random people on the internet. My name is Giggens, and we're here today to talk about the debut studio album from Kyle M, The Real Me. Kyle M, you might know him better as Kyle Mooney, a previous comedian. In a previous life, he was a comedian, a funny man making funny jokes to make us laugh at the funny. This is his first work to show he's abandoned the comedy lifestyle that's behind him now. This is, in fact, the real deal, the real emotion, the pure, raw, vulnerable side of Kyle that we always knew may have been in there, but now we can really see it for what he is. It's the real him. The Real Me is an in-depth look into the soul of a man who has spent his life having to perform and make people laugh. And here he is, just a normal guy with normal feelings who wants to have a good summer for himself, drive a nice car, have fans who appreciate him for who he is, the struggles with technology, understanding where he's come from, and maybe what his family expected of him. Some pretty heavy stuff. So let's start at the beginning with intro, where you are entering Kyle's mind. You're entering his world to understand who he is from the bottom of his soul. And right off the bat, we get a very deep track called Kid on the Range, a country ode about growing up, figuring out who you are, and understanding that, like, you're growing up and you still want to play with the toys. You're not yet a cowman. You're still a cowboy. You're still that kid on the range. And you want to go out and do your own life. And you know that the family expects certain things of you, but you can't do it because you got to follow your own path. Kyle's struggles in this song to become a cowman are heartbreaking. And this is definitely one of the more introspective and beautiful country songs I've heard in quite a long time. Digital Society, while musically bouncy and cheery, this one is a dramatic observation of the disastrous effects that technology and computers and all these apps have had on the way we appreciate and use the world. You know, like, we used to have fun. We used to communicate with other people. We'd go outside. We'd have meeting places. We'd have coffee with people. We would do things together. Now it's just all these apps. What do we do with all these apps? But there's good news. The song ends optimistically. We can defeat this. We can go back outside. Blue Car follows this track up next, and this is a hard-hitting, fast rock and roll song about driving with the windows down. You get the air in your hair. You know, you're just cruising. Maybe you're cruising alongside like an ocean and the sun's there. And you got your blue car, it's got all of its tires, the radio works, and you're just feeling like you're on top of the world. This one just charges along at such a fast break speed that you feel like you're on top of the hood, like on top of the roof of the car, holding on as Kyle's driving so passionately and so confidently, assured that he's got the coolest car in the neighborhood. No one's going to touch it. Gwendolyn Bartley is a truly heartbreaking song, a really sad story on not appreciating the elders, the older people in this world. Kyle being the exception. He's been friends with Gwendolyn. He's gone to her parties. He's done everything he could to appreciate her. But in the end, she passes away. And he wishes he had more time with her. It's pretty heavy. California Summer follows that one up next. And this is the most fun in the sun, carefree, easy breezy ode to the ocean and summertime and love that I've heard probably since California Girls came out. This track is loaded with feel-good hooks. I mean, it is absolutely going to be our song of the summer. This is the one, mark my words. Disease is a truly horrifying tale of bullying and being picked on and not fitting in and being the outcast. And Kyle sings about this so honestly and openly. He, at one point, says that his name is Matt. So I'm not sure if this is from like a different point of view. Maybe it's about a friend, or maybe it's about him, but he's covering up. So maybe it's the one time Kyle's like putting on a mask. He's being Matt for this song. And even if he is still being Matt, in the end, he wins. He defeats the bullies. That's a great message. I Gotta Dance Tonight. This is a fascinating juxtaposition of being a working man, a businessman, and understanding that things have to get done to keep the business rolling. But you also want to dance, and you want to dance with that girl, and you want to have a great time. But you can't turn off your brain because you know that that business the next day is going to depend on you. That's really tough. And so even though he wants to dance tonight, let off steam, and have a great night for himself, he knows that there's a lot of people depending on him, and he's mature about that. House That's Haunted is a true song about mental health awareness and the building up of confidence and realizing that like the skeletons in your closet may also be the same skeletons inside your skin. It finds Kyle singing so openly and so honestly about his emotions and about where he's been and about how to overcome those hardships and learn to love himself. The chorus rocks so hard. The guitars just shred. And this is one of those songs that's going to be on your like top end of the year list. Just you watch. ILY is probably one of the only songs on the album that's written from like maybe someone else's point of view. It's about rejection. You know, you put yourself out there, you say those big words, you know, you say, oh, heck, screw it. Here's how I feel on the inside. This is what I have to give, and it's everything. And I hope you understand how important that is. And then you get that no. And it's like, where do you go from there? And that's what this song's about. Everything on this record, all the heartbreak, the hardships, the glory, the fame, it all leads up to The Real Me, the title cut. A truly beautiful, heartfelt acoustic ballad about not always being the funny guy, that the funny stuff's over. Like, this is who he's been this whole time. You know, we all thought we knew who Kyle was. We had a vision of him, an idea of him, a shadow of him. But this is him saying, hey, you know, like all those times you saw me on TV, that wasn't it. This is it. This is the real me. We're inside his heart now. You know, at the beginning of the album, during the intro, where it said we're going inside, we did it. We got inside. This was the journey. We got inside him to the real him, and now we're all better for it because we have a better understanding of who Kyle M is. Was he Kyle Mooney this whole time, or was he Kyle M? I guess that's up to some layered interpretation. But with that being said, this album is a heartfelt ode to confidence, understanding who you are and your place in the world, and being open and honest about it, and letting people in to understand that, hey, you know, I'm not just that funny guy. There's somebody else underneath all of that. It's me. It's Kyle M. It's the real him. 8 out of 10. One of my favorite albums of the year so far. I have played this album over and over and over again since it came out a couple days ago. I absolutely love this record. If you enjoy honesty, vulnerability, and songs straight from the heart and soul, this is the record for you. So 8 out of 10 for Kyle M. Hey, that one rhymed. Kyle, you can have that one. My name is Giggens. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Happy to chat about this record with you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves and be real.